Let's talk about it today. Our 4-way dual control magnetic ring is mounting handle, connecting handle and operation method. So first of all, what we see here is this big circle, double circle and upper and lower pass. We will use these 3 to teach customers how to connect today. What we see now, it is our 4-way dual control panel, and the whole it is connected to. Let me tell you a little bit about it. After our machine is turned on, it will appear every 3 to 5 seconds or so. There will be a humming sound, and then we can tap the screen, enter the interface operation. At this point we look at the interface. After entering, 2 modes will appear. One is fully automatic mode and manual mode. Let's look at the automatic mode first. Let's briefly understand the operation of the interface. This is the control menu. Here we have recommended matches. For example, the lower pad is matched with a large circle. We can also take a brief look at others after, and we select the handle that we want to operate on. Then click to enter. After entering, here is a working frequency for each phase, working hours. And what happens is the pattern that we have here. There are 6, P1 to P6. 6 modes is going to have 6 frequencies. It will be set according to the factory. Looping turn. Each frequency stage of work. Here are the working hours. Then the total clinical time. 30分钟 is here. Then there are 2 controls here that adjust the energy intensity of the handle. After that, we will teach the customer how to adjust it. Here is the menu currently entered, the corresponding handle inside. For example, the one with A plus B, the matching of the lower pad and the large circle. 3 bars here. We can all pass the add and subtract buttons. Adjust it. Let's show it here. These are adjustable. Then we go back to manual mode again. The menu is the same as automatic. We go in again. After entering, it will be based on which menu we choose. Then the 2 energy settings here appear, and the settings on the 3 frequencies. 3 frequencies are adjustable in automatic mode. The highest is 150 to 200. 200 Hz is currently the highest frequency in this system. Of course, if there are some customers, it used to be 150 Hz. Then his system is relatively old. Because of the system we just started, its maximum is 150. After the upgrade later, it's to 200 Hz. This last one is the clinical time setting. They are all adjustable by addition and subtraction. Then we can use this interface. We can set up 3 frequencies first. These 3 frequencies. After setting it up, we click to enter, then set the energy and the setting of clinical time. Generally, we have a single clinical trial, no less than 30 minutes. After setting it up here, just click start to operate. This is the interface operation of the current 2 systems. Here is the interface presented by the logo. Then the interface side. Let's take a quick look. From the top down, there will be points A and B. A B is here too. Then C and D. There are 6 loops in total. We can distinguish it by color, such as a channel. It is made of black and orange. Channel B is all black and red. Then C and D are the same color as A and B. It's just that the channel it controls is different. Then if we follow common sense, we normally black and yellow usually used to connect our circles, that is to C, A and C. These 2 are usually connecting rings. Then B and D red plus black interfaces. Usually the connection met. But it's not a rigid rule. It is stipulated that he must be connected like this. But if all customers don't understand, you can explain it to him like this. Next, we connect. We first teach customers to connect in automatic mode. First is a B. Then it is recommended here that the lower cushion and a large circle. Okay, so we'll demonstrate the connection. So now we're going to do A and B together. Connect here A and B. Its suggestion is to add a large circle and a lower pad. And that's when we know how it fits together. We connect here. We just said what we said under the red and black routine. It can be used to connect the mat. Then we will plug the cushion in at this time. If the customer has orange on hand, then we can plug it in red, black in black. Okay, the mat is connected. And then the big circle. Big circle, we choose to plug it in A. Let's talk about it here. The mat and large ring are recommended to be inserted above A and B. Then if the customer asks, can we swap these two for each other? It is possible. Put the cushion in A. It is also possible to insert a large circle into B. It's on the same channel. We can swap and plug the opposite. But it must match the colors. The color should correspond to our interface. For example, black is against black, orange to orange. If the interface below is red, we'll match orange with red. Okay, then what we see on the interface? Just select A and B. Then proceed to operate. Just start it here. Just enter here. After entering, we'll set it up here. Because we are a combination of AB. Only the first channel is open here. AB only opens the first channel. Customers should be clear. Second channel, it doesn't need to be opened. At this time, we click Start. Then all lower cushions and large circles is working. Remember, this channel does not need to be opened. What will happen if the customer opens it? Demonstrate here. We turn it on. Then start. At this time, it will report the code of V10. We click here to return. Exit this code interface. Why did you apply for issue? Because we opened the second channel. Because of the second channel, its control corresponds to our C and D channels. Customers must be clear. That is to say, C and D, it is not connected with the handle. You can open the second channel. If the client knows this, he can understand the following combinations very well. He will only open the first channel. Just start the work and proceed to the clinic. Okay, let's click back. Let's look at our second combination. A combination of A and C. Suggestion here. It is a combination of upper and lower pass. Then we will remove the handle of the big circle here. Remove the large circle handle. Then only the cushion that has just been installed is left. Okay, at this time, we will connect the pad again. This is the upper pad connecting tube. Upper pad connecting tube. Here are E and C. If the customer must, then we can connect the upper pad. Because our C channel has not been connected yet, we will connect the upper pad to the C channel. At this time, a lower cushion, C is on the upper pad. At this time, we will click to enter again. Then because A, B and C, they are both connected. Clients can ignore this word. The four interfaces here are for the control of one channel. So the interface has two channels of control. At this time, we click to open the two channels. At this time, there are connecting handles on both channels. Then A and D. The suggestion is cushions and double rings. Double loop connection. If suggested here, the cushion is on side. Then the double circle is at D. We will make the connection above D. If he wants to plug in these two parts, it is also possible, because they are all on the same channel here. We enter the same way to open to. At this time, that is, the mat and the double ring are in working condition. If the customer only needs to open one, for example, customers only need to use double circles. So, we're going to close the mat for channel A and B connected to this side. Good start. At this time, the double circle handle is working. The opposite is also possible. Then look at a combination of BC, which is a large circle and an upper pad. Then we will unplug the bottom pad. Change to a large circle. Orange to red. Black to black. Okay, then the mat is at C. We connect C on the pad. Select. Then click to enter. At this time, both channels have handles inserted. The first channel plug handle, the second channel is also plugged in with a handle. At this time, both channels can be opened. If we just use bit circles, the upper pad does not require work. Then we'll close the second channel. Because of the second channel, it corresponds to the control of C and D. First channel corresponds to the control of A and B. That makes sense. Click to stop. Let's look again. Next is the drawing combination of B and D. Large circles and double circles are recommended. After we choose, we connect the corresponding handle. This is the big circle connection. B has not changed. C and D channels. We can connect the corresponding double circles. Okay, click to enter. Look at it this way. There are also handles connected to the two channels. At this point, we open two channels. Okay, the handles for both channels are working. The last combination is the upper pad and the double ring. Then it suggests C and D. C and D. And when we are stopped, the circles stay still. C connect us on the pad. Now C is in the connection pad. Then D is in our double circle. At this time, the customer will take a look. All the handles we are currently connected to is the interface between C and D. A and B are empty. So the first thing we said earlier is the control line A and B. So we don't connect the handle. Do not open the controls of A and B. We turn on the controls for C and D. At this point it works. Then if its connection is turned on, what happens to the control of A and B? 11 will appear. So A and B correspond to the first one. C and D correspond to the second rule. Then A and B cannot open the channel without plugging in the handle. So this is how the whole system is wired. Then the customer asks, why can't you fill all the handles? It can be filled. We are next. Teach customers how to connect the use of 4 handles at the same time. This is a connection method we recommend. We currently put upper and lower pass on it. Connection of upper and lower pass. Our suggestion is to connect separately. That's B and D connected. There is no distinction between the upper and lower pass. You can connect the upper pad or the lower pad above. The following is also independent. But the colors should be divided well, orange to red. Remember, orange is always against red, or orange, black to black. Okay then. Use orange here. Black. Okay, at this time, the upper and lower paths have been connected. Here we go. The two spare interfaces. You can connect a large circle or a double circle. Any interface is okay. This is the double circle we connected to C. This is the big circle. I choose to connect to a channel. Well, you can find out at this time, all the handles are plugged in. Then the customer needs to be clear. What handles are there in the interfaces connected to the handles we currently plug in? Customers must be clear. There is no recommendation for a combination of options here. Customers can enter any though. After entering, if the customer needs pad and a large circle operation, we just started connecting the control of A and B. Connected to the upper pad and the big circle. Customers can ignore this side and start. If he needs a cushion and a double laptop, open the second channel. Because of the 4 channel, I can't look at the pictures anymore to understand. It mainly depends on what is connected to the handle on our side. Then open this channel accordingly. Then go up and down at this time. And big circles and double circles is all in a working state. Okay, and here's how we do it with 4 handles connected to the mainframe. We are next. See that again. A note on the use of the machine. First, in the startup state, don't dial this wire. Be sure not to turn, just shake it left and right like this. In the case of shaking, will cause this position to ignite. This must be avoided. It must not be operated. Secondly, the machine is in working condition. This connector cannot be plugged in or unplugged, must not operate. Otherwise, there will also be fire and smoke. And then, when each of all wires is connected, try to straighten each thread of it. Do not operate in a twisted state. And finally, that's when we operate on patients. Be sure to remove all metal objects from your body, such as the bracelet or bracelet he wears, or the belt of the pants. When he is using this machine, in the case of metal, will cause this metal to heat up quickly. It will burn the customer.
这就是我们机器使用的一个注意事项，各位留意一下就是了。